Welcome back to the Angry Man Podcast with Jason and Greg. So, Jay, news from Michael Benson. Canelo Alvarez is potentially set to face Jaime Munguia and David Benavidez next. And, you know, I saw you shaking your head there. I'm not really interested in seeing Jaime Munguia. I'm really not. Jaime Munguia is moving up from 160 pounds. His last fight against Derevyanchenko was at 168, but he was at 160 prior to that particular fight. And he's just simply not a skilled fighter. Now, I can understand exactly why they would want him to fight Jaime Munguia, specifically on Cinco de Mayo, because, you know, it's a Mexican holiday, and Jaime Munguia has a little bit of a name.
He won't fight Mexicans no more.
Yeah, well, yeah, we understand that. I mean, that was just, yeah. Anyway, so I'm not really interested in that fight, but David Benavidez fight for September, if these two fights actually occur, that would be big. And I would love to see him in the ring with David Benavidez in the event that he beats Demetrius Andrade. The one thing, I guess the caveat would be, is that Terrence Crawford is out, if this news is to be believed. Now, personally, I never thought Terrence Crawford was in. There was absolutely no reason why Canelo Alvarez would fight Terrence Crawford. And people can say what they want, because I know what we're going to get in the comment section, specifically the Terrence Crawford fans, which is he's ducking Bud if he doesn't take on anybody other than David Benavidez. Jaime Munguia makes sense for him in terms of just overall pay-per-view dollars and the fact that it won't be a high level of competition. That seems to be Canelo Alvarez's MO lately. And, you know, I mean, it is what it is. But Terrence Crawford will not be getting the call from what I can see. And so we'll see what Terrence Crawford does next outside of taking on Errol Spence in a rematch, hopefully at 154 pounds. Yeah. So, Jay, what's your thoughts on this? Potentially Jaime Munguia and David Benavidez next in that order, May and September of 2024. And a caveat would be that Canelo Alvarez will be on Showtime. And this is just from a pay-per-view perspective. And apparently that was agreed upon before the exit of PBC from Showtime Sports, if you will. Yeah. So, Jay, what's your thoughts on that?
Trash, man. This is Canelo doing Canelo things, bro. We didn't want the fight. No one asked for the Jamel Charlo fight. Mm-hmm. No one's asking for a Jaime Munguia fight. You know, and Canelo Camp's own words, he wanted Benavidez to fight somebody, Morrell to fight somebody, Boo Boo to fight somebody. David's been fighting everybody. He should be the next one on the line if he gets past Boo Boo, and there's no guarantee that he gets past Boo Boo Andrade. But to just throw Jaime Munguia out there, it's annoying the hell out of me, because it's a fight no one's asking for. You say you're not fighting Mexicans. Jaime Munguia is Mexican. Jaime Munguia hasn't fought anybody. His last fight against Derevyanchenko, he arguably lost that fight or was a draw. He looked like crap in that fight. So, miss me with this little Jaime Munguia, Canelo and May crap. Nowhere in the world that fight should even be thought of. You know, I know it's a money grab to try to make it a big deal for a Mexican holiday, but man, that's a trash fight. I feel bad for David Benavidez, especially if he gets past Boo Boo Andrade. What they gonna make him do next? He's gonna fight David Morrell. He's basically gonna clean up the entire 168-pound division for Canelo. That's what's happening right now, and it's sad, man. It's been happening in other divisions too, but David Benavidez deserves that title shot if he gets past Boo Boo. He deserves to be the one to fight Canelo in May of next year, not no doggone Jaime Munguia. And I'm actually pulling for John Ryder to beat Jaime Munguia. I hope he does, so that can end that whole narrative about Jaime Munguia being an option. See what they do then. But I mean, if they allowed Canelo to to come to the PBC and pick and choose who he's fighting, as far as a Charlo, even if it had been Maul Charlo. Maul hadn't fought in 2 years. Not an intriguing fight on that neither. And then fight Jaime Munguia, and then David Benavidez last. No, I don't want to talk about, it's the best way to go out. No, damn that. I want the best fights right now that can be made. Jaime Munguia is not one of the best fights that can be made for Canelo. We know that. But I was hoping when he came to PBC, it'll be different, but Looks like he's going to be doing the same thing he did as he did on all the other networks and promotional companies, which is cherry picking. That's what the Jaime Munguia fight would be. It's a cherry pick, bro. Nothing else. And yeah, Bud is definitely not going to be in that. I don't think he was in the sweet states ever with Canelo anyway. And this just even solidifies it even more.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all. The Jaime Munguia fight is just something that I feel like people are not going to be very interested in, and
Nope.
this is kind of what you get when you sign Canelo Alvarez. I mean, I don't I don't knock any fighter in terms of wanting to maximize your revenue, maximize the amount of money that you make while minimizing your risk. That's what you're supposed to do. You also got to be aware that when you do that, specifically Canelo Alvarez, because he's in a position where he is the cash cow and he's doing the best pay-per-view numbers, but yet when you think about what he's getting paid, it probably doesn't align to what align to the entity, the broadcaster, the promoter. They're probably not getting the level of profit that they want out of these fights. And again, to me, it becomes damaging for the sport when these guys are not facing the biggest and best competition. And so, fighting a Jaime Munguia, not really going to move the needle. What does he have? A 3-fight deal? So really, he's going to fight 2 guys that probably shouldn't have ever been in the ring with him, and then 1 legitimate guy at the end. Is it possible that one fight will make up for the 2 other fights? Because I would imagine that the promoters and PBC and all those guys were probably net neutral from the fight that he had with Jermell Charlo. So we'll see. But
it's people say I hate Canelo. No, I hate the way he moves. He's a hell of a fighter. I don't disrespect his ability. The way he moves is what irks the hell out of me, and I don't like that type of stuff, man. Especially when there's better fighters out there available for him to fight. And I still would favor him over Benavidez. I just want to see the doggone fight. No one wants to see this Canelo Jaime Munguia. No one wants to see the Jermell Charlo Canelo fight neither. But we'll see what takes place.
Nobody's saying that you got to get into the ring with killers in every fight, right? I mean, sometimes you need one of those fights that, is a competitive fight, but it's not necessarily a 50-50 fight or, a 51-49 fight, 52-48, what have you. But when you think about Canelo over like Ryder, GGG, Jermell, and then Jaime Munguia, like, come on, man. Like,
and don't talk about that Euro diet outside of Bivol.
I'm just talking about the last 4. It's like, come on, dude. You just got to do better than that. But anyway, you guys tell us what you think in the comment section in regards to the possibility of Canelo Alvarez facing Jaime Munguia and David Benavidez next. We are certainly interested in the David Benavidez fight. Jaime Munguia, that fight can kick rocks. Let us know what you think. Don't forget to hate, like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Angry Man Podcast, AM Sports Media, and we are out.